the quick learning on the part of DPJ.
Yes, this young lady in the back.
Hi, my name is Annabel Park, and I just came back from Okinawa interviewing the residents there and also members of the new government about the Futenma conflict. And there's one question that I can't seem to answer, which is why was Henoko Bay chosen as the best relocation site? Because this is one of the things I think that really gets to under the skin of a lot of people, not just in Okinawa, but and also mainland as well, is that Henoko Bay has such meaning for people in Japan and Okinawa because it's environmentally rich, and I guess there's an endangered animal, dugongs, that live there, and many consider Henoko Bay to be the most beautiful part of Okinawa. So I'm wondering if you could help me understand, especially because some of the people in this room worked on the agreement. Why was Henoko Bay chosen? Thank you.
Henoko was a logical choice because we had Futenma in a crowded city of 150,000 people. There's always a big noise and the probability of accidents. So we wanted to take Futenma out to make it into much smaller runway. Instead of 480 hectares in Futenma, the new runway was to become 1/3 of that length. And Henoko Reef is just a sandy bottom. There are no coral reefs, no creatures. And the whole premise was on the condition of a retractable base. So once we finish the use of that heliport, I don't know how many tens of years from now, but we will give back the white sandy bottom of Henoko as it is. It was only later that we found out that there was some dugongs going around the circle of the entire Okinawa island, sometimes stopping by Henoko. We didn't know. But that dugong came a very, very famous creature. And it was good. We are paying much more environmental consideration to that. But whether to stay in that crowded, populated area or let the noise take place at sea, that was a big difference, and that was the basic reason for decision.
Every time I have been involved with a decision of moving a base into a new area, I have had to deal with concerns of the people involved that this was going to somehow have an adverse effect on them, and we always work to try to minimize those adverse effects. But what was remarkable to me was in my administration and also when Rich was in the Pentagon, we were busy pulling out of bases. We were closing down bases all over the United States at the end of the Cold War. There was almost not a single case when we were pulling our bases out that we had huge protests from the citizens about leaving the area. They had come to recognize and understand the benefits of a base in their area, and now they were very, very, very much concerned that we were pulling it out. So people's views on these are awfully, sometimes very hard to understand, but I never felt the need to apologize for having a military base in an area. First of all, the military was there to defend and protect the people of the area, and secondly, in almost all instances, the military people turned out to be good citizens and worked very well and provided ultimately a benefit to the community.
We went through dozens of options and writing the flight paths for those helicopters. And also, we need to think about how much damage on the nature. As far as Henoko option is concerned, if you go further north to the mountainside, we can avoid damage on the nature or the damage in the ocean. But if you have to fly helicopters over the houses, maybe the hundreds of houses. If you go further south to the ocean side, you can avoid you can avoid flying over the houses. So people are not going to suffer from the noise or the accident. So my understanding is that current option is a compromise between how much damage we can avoid on people and on the nature.
The short answer is with great difficulty was how it was chosen.